The Gemini new moon. What is a new moon and why do I find it so important? You've heard it before, you've heard it from me. Plant your intentions, plant your seeds, do all of that for the new moon. But let's get into the why and what that actually means. A new moon is when the moon and the sun meet at the same in the same sign at the same time in a conjunction. They merge together. They disappear into one another. So it's like our soul and our ego are aligned, especially in darkness. So they do this. The sky is dark. This is like the cosmic void, the fertile soil. And this goes back centuries. Like you can look at almanacs. This isn't inherently witchy, unless you're like me and you think everything's witchy. Farmers knew that this is the time to plant the seeds. You're not planting crops, okay? You're planting visions, yes? You're planting ideas, commitments. You're planting the seeds of who you want to become. You hear me talk about the new moon and the full moon a lot, but there's more phases than that. It does not stop there. The moon is a full cycle. It is a spell with stages. That's why I love working with her. Once you figure out her rhythm, it makes a lot of sense. So, new moon, set the intention, plant the seed, make the wish in the dark. Waxing crescent, I refer to it as Diana's bow. When you see that little sliver, when you see Diana, Artemis, her bow and arrow, that's when we start like it's time for us to make physical movements towards our intentions. So like if your intention was to find a job, once I see Diana's bow, I need to be sending my resume, applying places. First quarter moon, kind of think of it as the first square. It's a little bit of tension that we have to push through. Something kind of pops up as a block and you have to kind of like break the resistance. Waxing gibbous, that's the time when you want to refine your focus. That's what's really great about the universe is we get so many chances over and over. Yeah, we set an intention when it was at the new moon, but maybe that's not exactly the intention we need right now, or it's changed a little. Instead of just a job, I need a part-time job, or I need a job in my field. This is when, if you want to get more specific, if you're seeing that you're casting like too big of a net, bring it in. Say, I want to work at this place and get paid this amount and do it in 30 days. Most of the time, the full moon is a celebration because it is when the light comes in the dark. Everything is illuminated. Nothing can hide. This is when we celebrate, we raise our frequency, we are grateful to the universe and to everyone we love. Then after that, we have the waning moon. And then that's what you got to let it go. Say, oh my gosh, this is the time for unraveling stuff, for decluttering, for really figuring out what you can take with you. And then we have the dark moon, which is where you're supposed to just rest. Rest, mourn, grieve, and prepare to rise again. Yes, we plant by the moon, and not just your seeds, baby, not just your seeds, but your healing, your hopes, your name. We plant everything.